Are the Abyssinian, Egyptian Mao, chausie, and sphynx really from the heart of the Nile? These striking kitties have some truly interesting history. Egyptian cat breeds are synonymous with hieroglyphics, ancient tombs, and the Egyptian goddess Bastet. Although technically not worshipped as folklore has us believe, fine felines from this region were still prized by pharaohs. So much so, many were buried with them. In fact, ancient Egyptian cat mummies are domestic cats, not wild animals. Does this mean all cats come from Egypt? Not exactly. In fact, not even all breeds considered Egyptian are from the area. More on that in a moment. Uncovering the mystery of Egyptian cat breeds. Rowyn Rose is a science communication specialist with Basepaws, a cat DNA test brand. She tells Daily Paws that the oldest known archeological deposits with co-occurrence of cat and human remains date to 9,500 years ago in Cyprus, south of Turkey, around 5,000 to 6,000 years before the ancient Egyptian civilization existed. Genetic studies have determined that all domestic cats, including purebred and free-roaming cats, are descended from the North African Near Eastern subspecies Fs. libica, Rose says. Domestication likely occurred in the Fertile Crescent, the Levant, southern Turkey, and Iraq of Western Asia. Rose adds that modern-day cats rarely have ancestors of a defined breed, because the extremely short history of human-driven selective cat breeding has yet to overcome the much longer history of cats reproducing freely on their own. So this means that Egyptian cat breeds' ancestors are, in Rose's words, mutts. The selective breeding of cats for certain desirable traits, primarily aesthetic in nature, has a very short history of only 5,100 years, so our concept of the purebred or pedigree cat is a very new one, she says. This means that the feline genetic code has remained exceptionally diverse, even within established pedigree breeds. Now that we totally have your curiosity piqued, let's take a closer look at some Egyptian cat breeds, mixed breeds, and one imposter, Egyptian Mao. The Egyptian word for cat is Mao, pronounced ma-u, which might sound like meow sometimes. A rare purebred, currently there are only 7,000 of the unique spotted Egyptian Maos registered with the Cat Fanciers Association, CFA. While all historical evidence suggests the Mao is Egyptian, Rose says DNA studies reveal that the breed we know today is actually mostly of European and North American origin. Based on genetic analysis, the Mao is very closely related to the Maine Coon, Korat, Turkish Van, and American Turkish Angoras, not native Turkish Angoras, she adds. Nevertheless, Maos have roamed their namesake country for many millennia. In 2018, the Jakarta Post reported the discovery of a 6,000-year-old pyramid complex where archaeologists unearthed numerous ancient Egyptian Maos in both mummy and statue forms. Engaging and intelligent, Egyptian Mao cats are also sweet lovebugs, adoring their human family and usually one person in particular. Quite alert, they especially enjoy surveying their world from on high, so make sure their cat tree is tall, and they've been known to spring to heights of 6 feet with ease. Oh, and they love water. Chausie. The full origin of the chausie is unknown, but Rose says a commonly accepted story is that this mixed breed was first brought to Europe in the 1620s by an Italian named Pietro della Valle as a souvenir from Persia, now Iran. Although they likely have Mao genes in their mixed ancestry, chausies might not be the most ancient Egyptian cat breed. In 1871, Persians were presented at the world's very first cat show in London and won Best in Show. Interestingly, though, chausies are currently considered crossbreeds and aren't registered with any organizations. You'll notice characteristics of Persian lineage, especially with their long, flowing, smooth coats in varying patterns, such as tabby and blended bronze and golden. The Egyptian Mao Rescue Organization states that chausies are smart, playful, and affectionate cats who who have a laid-back nature and are exceedingly fond of snuggles. Nile Valley Egyptian cat. This pretty kitty, another mixed breed, is a hard one to pin down. Nile Valley. Egyptian cats are believed to be native Egyptian mouse, and Rose says some feline experts think they're the missing link between an African wildcat progenitor and the fully domesticated cat. They're considered one of the few small spotted cats naturally occurring, not bred by humans, in the world. Rose adds there are many reports of challenges they face in Egypt, which they largely seem to inhabit as street cats and struggle in cat colonies. A dedicated nonprofit, the Nile Valley Egyptian Foundation, works to rescue these at-risk kitties and find forever homes for them in the U.S. They share the mouse's similar tender temperaments and curious natures, but might need a little extra love, okay, a lot, and positive reinforcement training to make the transition into their adopted home environment a good fit. Chausie, the name chausie, pronounced chausie, derives from the Latin name for the jungle cat, Felis chaus, Rose says. The chausie's massive size, ranging 8–16 pounds, they're one of the top 5 largest domestic cats in the world, has inspired some interesting references to the breed, including that they resemble an Abyssinian on steroids and are the Arnold Schwarzenegger of cats. According to the International Cat Association, TICA, these jungle domestic cat hybrids explored the world, popping up centuries ago as far away as Southeast Asia and India. But the first recorded deliberate breeding of the two occurred in 1990. The chausie earned TICA Foundation registration status in 1995 and championship status in 2013. No nook or cranny is safe from an inquisitive and clever chausie. He'll be an active pet, and with the right harness, probably the perfect adventure cat. Many purrballs are content to sleep most of the day, but not this cutie. He's always up for nuzzling head bunts and besting engaging toys. Abyssinian. This is the premier Egyptian cat breed, right? Profiled in all the mastabas, houses of eternity, papyrus scrolls, and ancient artifacts. Believed to be the goddess Bastet in cat form. Except, they're not Egyptian natives. What? According to the CFA, recent genetics research provides insight into the possible origin of the Abyssinian breed, tracing it to the coast of the Indian Ocean and areas of Southeast Asia, Rose says. Although the Abyssinian as a breed was refined in England, its introduction to that country and others may have been the result of colonists and merchants stopping in Calcutta, the major port for the Indian Ocean. Additionally, the name Abyssinian comes from Abyssinia, now modern-day Ethiopia. Savannah. This rare mixed-breed beauty prompts a lot of questions, as she's relatively new to the cat world. Also technically not an Egyptian cat, she appeared on the scene in the mid-1980s as a crossbreed between the wild African serval cat. Just because they're snuggly doesn't mean they're only trying to stay warm. Sphynx cats are devoted to their people, and sometimes suffer from separation anxiety if you're away too long. So dedicate some quality you and kitty moments each day to enrich their lives with activities and playtime. 6. Speculatively, Egyptian cat breeds, and 1 imposter.